How can I speak better English? This is probably one of the most common questions that I receive from students, and it's a really good one because speaking English can be quite difficult. But don't worry, in today's video, I'm going to show you 3 ways that you can improve your spoken English. So the first tip is probably more about preparing to speak English. Now, have you ever felt when you first start speaking your second language or your third language or your fourth language that you can't quite get the words out, or you can't quite speak as well as you hope you could? Or rather, in your head, you're speaking really fluent English, but actually what comes out is a little bit different. Well, one reason this can happen is because we're not quite prepared at that time to start speaking another language. We need really to warm up. If you think about it, let's take the example of a footballer. Now, when a footballer goes onto the pitch, beforehand, they've warmed up. They're not going into the game cold. So we can apply the same logic when we speak another language. Now, I don't mean us running up and down and stretching. What I mean is actually mentally getting ready. So one thing that I do, now I speak German and French, and I have this problem where immediately I've got to start speaking French or German, and I'm not quite ready. So it comes out quite stuttery, and I feel really insecure and not too confident. So what I do is I count to 5 in that language I'm about to speak just before I start speaking. So for example, if I'm about to speak German, I would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hallo, wie geht's? Ja, gut, danke. So you get the idea, and it's really useful, particularly if you know you're about to start speaking that language. For example, if someone phones you, or if you get a call over Zoom or Teams or Skype, or if you're meeting with friends, or you know you're about to start speaking that language, just counting to 5, you can do it in your head as well. It just helps you to prepare to start speaking. The second tip is one you can do on your own at home. You don't need anyone else to do what I'm about to show you. And I find this next tip is really good for improving pronunciation and also checking how well people understand you. Now, to do this, it uses a piece of technology that I use all the time when I'm practicing in another language, and it uses the tool Google Docs. So let's go in and I'll show you exactly how to do it. So the first thing to do is to open up a new page in Google Docs, then come into Tools and open up the voice typing feature. And the other thing is to go into Tools, then Preferences, and just make sure that automatically correct spelling is not ticked, because what you don't want Google to do is to correct automatically the language. You want to see what it can understand and what it can't understand. Then select the language that you're speaking. In this case, it's English United Kingdom. And then what we're going to do is read this section here. It's going to produce the text just underneath, and then we can compare our text with the original one and see if there are any differences. So let's give this a go. Let's click the microphone. There are 5 rings of waves in the pool at any moment, which vary in shape as they hit different parts of the lake. This means you can have a whole family with different surfing levels all surfing together at the same time. Okay, so let's go in and see how we did. We're comparing the original text with the text we have just spoken, and it's looking okay. Now, what you might see is different words appearing in the text you have spoken to those in the original text. And that's okay, because what you can do is go in and highlight the words in the original text that are perhaps not the same as this one. Then go into a dictionary, type the word in, the original word that Google Doc didn't understand you saying, and then come down and listen to the pronunciation of that word.
Different.
Then repeat. Different.
Different.
different, and then come in and have another go. Re-record yourself, re-record maybe just that one word or the sentence that that word appears in, and keep going until you get the word that you're looking for. And this is a really nice way to practice spoken English. Like I said, you can use any text you want. It can be one sentence, a paragraph, or the whole text. Don't forget to go back into a dictionary, check the pronunciation of the words that the text hasn't quite understood you say, and keep practicing until you've got a like for like between the original text and the text that you're speaking. Don't forget as well to look for words that you don't know the meaning to. You can highlight them in the Google Doc, save them if you're keeping a vocabulary list or a new words list. Save them there, put the link to the dictionary definition as well so you can go back, check the pronunciation as well as the meaning. It's a really good way not only of improving your spoken English, but also learning new words. So the last thing is called mirroring, and this is when you're watching a TV show or a film in English and you're repeating what the characters are saying. So for example, take a small section, listen to the character speaking, then pause it, bring up the subtitles and repeat what the character has just said. Rewind, repeat, rewind, repeat, and keep doing that. You'll find that you're able to check not only your pronunciation, but you'll start to mirror how the person is speaking. So you'll start to pick up things like intonation and stress on words or sentences. And it's a really nice method to kind of practice again when you're at home and also when you're doing something that you enjoy, like watching a TV series or a film. So those are my 3 tips for improving your English speaking skills. I hope you found that video useful. Do hit the like button and the subscribe button, and let me know in the comments section below if you have any tips or strategies that you use to improve your English speaking skills. Thank you ever so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you next time.